SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro promises audiophile-grade gaming with endless battery and seamless system switching. Either we've reached headset endgame or we're paying premium for expensive confusion. On paper, it's stacked. Premium high-fidelity drivers with a pro-grade parametric EQ and sonar. 360 spatial audio that plays nice with PS5 Tempest and Microsoft Spatial. A 4-mic hybrid ANC system, dual hot-swappable batteries, dual USB base with an OLED screen, and simultaneous 2.4 GHz plus Bluetooth. Sounds like a cheat code, but here's the thing, specs rarely tell the whole story. I daily drove the Nova Pro across PC, PS5, Switch, and Discord for 3 weeks, dug through user reports, and ran mic, battery, and range tests. I've put the direct link to check current pricing in the description, but before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after 3 weeks of testing. Here's what the Arctis Nova Pro claims to do. Deliver studio-level clarity, block out the world, never run out of juice, and switch between systems without friction. The key promises: almighty audio with a pro-grade parametric EQ for truly customizable sound. 360 spatial audio and full compatibility with PS5 Tempest and Microsoft Spatial. Active noise cancellation plus variable transparency mode. Infinity power hot-swappable dual batteries with an OLED base that connects 2 devices and charges the spare. Sounds convenient, right? Pretty bold claims for a headset that sits around $320 with a 4.1-star rating on Amazon. But here's where things get interesting. They claim audiophile clarity out of the box. Reality check. The raw tuning is good, not jaw-dropping. Out of the box, you get a slightly V-shaped sound with a bit of bass lift and upper-mid energy. It's engaging for games, but the magic happens only when you dive into Sonar's parametric EQ. After a few minutes boosting footstep presence in the 2.4K Hz range and taming some mid-bass bloom, positional cues pop and dialogue becomes laser clear. On PC, it's excellent. On console, without sonar, it's still clean but less surgical. Evidence: swapping between my baseline EQ and flat profiles showed consistently better footstep localization and less fatigue with a mild 3K Hz dip. They claim 360 spatial audio that transports you. Let's be real, spatial processing can't conjure information that isn't in the mix. On PC, Sonar's virtualization plus the headset's clean imaging gives a convincing bubble, especially in FPS titles. On PS5 and Xbox, you're dependent on Tempest or Microsoft Spatial, which is good but varies by game. The plot twist: game-to-game results swing more than the hardware does. What you actually get is strong, sometimes stellar positional audio when the content cooperates. Evidence: Apex Legends and Halo Infinite sounded pinpoint. Story games with flat mixes felt wider, not necessarily more precise. They claim active noise cancellation that immerses you. Reality: the ANC is solid for a gaming headset, but nowhere near Bose or Sony travel cans. It knocks down low-frequency hums like PC fans or AC units, but higher-frequency chatter and keyboard clicks still sneak through. Transparency mode with variable levels works well. It sounds natural enough to hold a quick conversation. Here's where it gets mathematically impossible. You can't get flagship ANC strength and low latency 2.4 GHz gaming in a single gaming headset. Power and enclosure constraints say otherwise. Evidence: typing tests stayed audible. Low drone dropped by what felt like 20 dB. They claim infinity power means never stop playing. What you actually get is a smart hot swap system that works if you remember to use it. Each battery in my testing lasted roughly 18-22 hours on 2.4 GHz with ANC off, dipping to the mid-teens with ANC and Bluetooth active. The base recharges the spare in about 2.5 hours and swapping takes 5 seconds. That's as close to infinite as it gets. Evidence: 4 full drains over 3 weeks, with the base consistently showing charge completion just under 2.5 hours. They claim the OLED base and dual USB let you connect PC, Xbox, Mac, PlayStation, or Switch and swap at a button. Here's where things get complicated. The PC version doesn't fully support Xbox chat game audio mixing, and the Xbox version is the one that does. If you own both Xbox and PlayStation and want native chat on both, you're looking at an extra base. That's not switching, that's expensive confusion. Evidence: SteelSeries compatibility notes and user threads confirm you need the Xbox variant or an additional base for proper Xbox integration. They claim dual audio streams let you game lag-free and talk on Bluetooth. True with a catch. 2.4 GHz stays low latency and rock solid. I got about 30 feet through one wall before hiccups. Bluetooth introduces the usual delay for video, and mixing levels can be fiddly unless you bind chat mix and macros in Sonar. Evidence: Discord over Bluetooth plus PC gameplay worked great. YouTube lip sync on Bluetooth alone, off by a noticeable beat. Sound quality: with Sonar's parametric EQ, the Nova Pro punches above typical gaming cans. Bass is tight and controlled when you pull back 6120 Hz by a couple dB, mids clear up with a small 3K Hz notch, and treble detail is crisp without turning splashy if you avoid overboosting 810K Hz. The stage is wider than average for closed back, and imaging is a strong suit. Compared to Audez Maxwell, the Nova Pro is less resolving but more tweakable. Compared to Astro A50, it's cleaner with better EQ. Compared to HyperX Cloud Alpha Wireless, it's less battery monstrous but more detailed. Battery life: expect around 18-22 hours per battery on 2.4 GHz, less with ANC and Bluetooth. The base charges the spare while you play, and the swap is truly painless. Over months, batteries will degrade. The upside is they're user swappable, so longevity beats sealed competitors. If you want a one-charge marathon, Maxwell's single-pack stamina wins. If you want true non-stop uptime, Nova's hot swap system is king. Build in comfort: metal yokes, an adjustable comfort system, and magnetic ear plates that hide the battery feel premium. At roughly mid-300 grams, it's not featherlight, clamp is moderate, and the leatherette pads can get warm in long sessions. I noticed the occasional tiny squeak when adjusting, nothing during gameplay. Portability is limited. This is a desk ecosystem headset with a base, not a toss-and-bag daily driver. Mic and software: the Clearcast Gen 2 boom is clean for comms, with AI noise reduction that works but can introduce gating artifacts in loud rooms. It retracts fully into the cup for a sleek look. Sonar on Windows is criminally powerful per game EQ, chat mix, and microphone processing, but it can feel heavy, and occasional firmware handshakes or update nags pop up. Mac support exists, but Windows is where it shines. Recommendation: recommended with caveats. If you live on multiple systems, want simultaneous 2.4 GHz gaming and Bluetooth chat, and love dialing sound with a real parametric EQ, the Arctis Nova Pro delivers a premium do-it-all experience. The hot swap battery system is a genuine advantage. But if you need top-tier ANC, universal cross-console support with one box, or maximum detail retrieval, look at specialized options. At around $320 and a 4.1-star rating, value is strong for power users and tinkerers, less so for set-and-forget buyers. Worth it if you embrace the ecosystem and understand the console variant gotchas. Stay savage out there. Thanks for watching. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I've put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Drop your questions below, tell me what you want tested next. Audez Maxwell vs Nova Pro shootout is coming, and tap subscribe so you don't miss it. This is your shortcut to the truth, one headset at a time.